Can you pre-sell your course before you even create it? Absolutely you can. In fact, on this video, I'm going to break it down to you how to pre-sell your course before you even create the product. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Matt Gunnifson. I'm part of the Transformation Couple. My wife Sherry and I have built a multiple six-figure business selling online courses. And on this video, we're going to break down to you in 9 simple steps how to pre-sell your course before it's even created. So I tell this story all the time. One of the big mistakes that Sherry and I made when we were first getting started in selling courses was we actually created the course. We spent a lot of hours, we spent a lot of money creating a product without actually validating it to see if it would actually sell. So stay tuned through the rest of this video because it's going to save you a lot of time, effort, and energy so you don't have to go through all the painful mistakes that we made, and you can actually pre-sell your course and sell it. Then you can create it. So step 1 is to brainstorm your ideas as far as what kind of product or what kind of course could you create and what could you put out there in the marketplace. It's important to keep in mind that people have problems, and what a course is simply a solution to a problem. And so it's important to understand, hey, what kind of problem is there in the marketplace that I can actually solve? And if you're wondering what kind of products you can create or what kind of problems you can solve, actually I'm going to head over to my computer right now. I'm going to show you just a little bit of how you can find products and find solutions to problems that are already out there, so it makes your course easier to sell that way.
Okay, so when we're researching, what kind of courses should we buy, what I did is I gave a couple of different resources for you guys. What is this site? It's called Udemy. Udemy.com. Now, not only can you sell your course on Udemy and they take care of, finding the traffic for you, but also you can get ideas for courses that you can sell. And don't worry about, seeing competition. The important thing is just thinking about what kind of problems you can solve and help you brainstorm ideas. So what I did is I scrolled down here on Udemy's top site and I see here, all these products have thousands, hundreds of thousands of reviews. And so that'll help kind of jog your memory or brainstorm you for ideas of products that you can sell that are already selling in the marketplace. Now, the other way that you can do it is I go over here to Google and I type in Amazon ZGBS. So that's Z as in zebra, G as in goat, B as in boy, S as in Sam. And then I search there and I go to the best sellers. And what I want to look for is books, best-selling books. And then I want to go into the sub-niche, let's say, for example, self-help, okay? And see if there's any kind of ideas here or things that I'm seeing. Now, these are the best sellers, so you know that they're already selling. Maybe there's a course you could do about habits, cultivating great habits. Let's see what else we can find here. Or maybe self-esteem. Let's see what there is here. So this is Alpha Male Bible. So, maybe this tells you, how to be, like an alpha male. Maybe that's something that you know how to do. Or somebody who knows how to do that kind of thing. Affirmations, maybe an affirmations type course or training like that. So this is just to kind of give you some brainstorm, some ideas, powerful I said the power, on courses that you could do that would help people, maybe how to calm down, maybe how to help anxiety or something like that, or maybe how to have self-compassion or self-confidence, just some ideas. So you could literally just start going through all these, books and get ideas for different courses, things that people are buying that you could create into a course.
Okay, so step 2, now that you've researched and you've got an idea of what's out there in the marketplace and what kind of products you could create, what kind of problems you could solve, it's simply choose one. Simply choose the one that's going to be best for you. Now, I recommend choosing something that either you're passionate about or something that you're knowledgeable about, or it's maybe something that you have a connection with. Maybe you know somebody who knows something and you have a good relationship with that person, and that person's knowledge could be something that people would be interested in buying. So step 3, now that you've done all the previous steps, is to actually design what kind of course would it look like? What kind of price point would it be? What would be the general topics or areas of discussion that you would be covering inside this course? For example, when Sherry and I got started, we started to learn about Amazon sellers and realized one of the big things that people wanted to know as an Amazon seller was how to get ungated, which means they could sell Amazon products. So we made sure to include that as part of our course. Now the great thing is you don't have to be specific with any of this. Like I said, you don't have to actually create the product yet. You just want to have an understanding of what is actually going to be inside the course, and you just kind of write it out like a bullet point so you understand what kind of areas you're going to cover. So now that you've created a rough overview, it's time for step 4. Now step 4 is to create a plan of what would happen if this product actually sells, and how are you going to fulfill on what it is that you said that you're going to provide inside your course. Now, here's the beauty part of it is, in this day and age, honestly, if it doesn't work out or if it's something that you decide you don't want to do, you can simply refund people's money. The whole point is just to validate and test your product to see if this is something that you can scale and sell more and more and more of. So one little refund or whatever is not going to make that big of a difference. Okay, so now we've done a lot of work so far. We've done the pre-work. Now it's time to kind of create the presentation of how it is that you're going to be selling your course. What kind of page are you going to create, or what kind of webinar are you going to put together the slides, or maybe you're going to set up like a chatbot sequence or an email sequence. It's time to put all of those things together so that you have all those things in place so that you can present your offer in the best way possible. And by the way, if we're talking on the topic of presenting your offer in the best way possible, we actually found a technique we found to be much better than webinars, which I'll leave a link down in the description there below. It's called the massive engagement group method, and I'll leave some information on there, and this stuff is gonna blow you away. So if you're looking to sell your course, launch it and stuff like that, you're gonna wanna check that information out. So now that you've created everything up until this point, it's time to promote, promote, promote. You want to let people know about a live presentation or a launch of the product that you have, so you can have as many people either buying it, right? If you can sell it at maybe like a low ticket price, you can have people buy it immediately without any, necessarily like a webinar or anything like that. Or it's time to promote the event. And like I mentioned earlier, if you can do a massively engaged group, like the method that we talk about, you can spend about 7 days of full-on promotion, getting as many people as you can lined up for that presentation. Could be a webinar, could be a massively engaged group. The point is you want to get people all geared up and excited about the pre-launch for your product, and they may not know it's a pre-launch at that point, but they're interested in having their problem solved. So you want to get as many people ramped up and excited about the problem that you're going to solve inside your massively engaged group or your webinar presentation. But the point is, you want to promote, and you want to get as many people as you can. You can do that through social media, through ads, using other influencers to help you promote as well. Now, you should have some initial sales from the presentation of your offer. However, not everybody is going to be catching the live presentation. And so what will happen is you're going to have people who need to watch the replay. So what you want to do is you want to make sure as many people as you can watch the replay of your presentation so that everybody is aware of what it is that you do, what problem is that you solve, and what your product is and how it solves that problem. All right, very exciting point now. You've gotten some initial sales from your live presentation. We've seen people generate as much as $300,000 in a massively engaged group. So this type of presentation obviously works really well. Now, as far as that goes, then now it's time to evaluate and say, hey, how did it go? What did it go really well? Great. How can I present this to more people? Did it not go so well? Okay, why did it not work so well? Maybe it was just a tweak that needs to be made in some kind of, landing page or sales copy or messaging or something like that, so it hits the right person with the right message at the right time. It could also be a product that you decide, after all the work and involvement you've done, it may not be the right product. I know we've been there many times where it just wasn't the right product, it wasn't the right marketplace, and it just was going to just be one of those products that it didn't even sell at all, and so we might as well just drop it and move on to something else. So the whole point is just to evaluate and decide for yourself which stage are you at and what do you want to do. So now the final step is just to say, hey, okay, if it is going well, hey, it's time to scale this. It's time to scale this with paid advertising. It's time to scale this by reaching out to top influencers. It's time to build a social media following around this topic. Use all of the available websites to help you sell this, using free ebooks and all of the ways to get traffic to your offer. And that's it, guys. That is basically the process in a nutshell. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the information on this channel. If you're new to this channel, like I said, hit that subscribe button, throw the video a like, we appreciate that. And we have more video content on this matter, so be sure to subscribe, and we'll be throwing out more videos, guys. All right, take care, guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you guys on the next video.